Agents Valerian and Laureline, you have less than 10 hours to find the threat and eliminate it.
Let's get to work.
Hi everyone, it's Nick here. I'll be reviewing Valerian, the City of a Thousand Planets, starring Dane DeHaan and Cara Delevingne as agents of something, trying to do something, but it's pretty as fuck. It is a beautiful movie. Luc Besson knows what he's doing here. He set out sort of beginnings of this in The Fifth Element, and he used technology back then, which was pioneering. And he said that the reason he hadn't made this movie yet is because he was waiting for the technology to catch up, and it certainly has. It is stunning. I haven't seen another movie like this. I mean, Jupiter Ascending tried to do something along these lines, but it was just shit. This is not. It's a fun movie. You are going to have fun watching it, okay? I promise you that right now. It has a brilliant soundtrack. It has some great moments with some amazing actors like Clive Owen, Ethan Hawke, Rihanna. Oh god, she is so good in this. You guys are going to freak when you see her, okay? That's only about 5 minutes, but her scenes they captivate you. For good reasons and bad reasons, but we'll get to that. It has some of the best costumes that I have seen in any of these movies, but that's just a typical Luc Besson. As I said, in Fifth Element, I think it was Jean-Claude who helped with the costume designs. In this, I think there's quite a few collaborators, but there are thousands of costumes. So it's one of these movies you can watch again and go, oh, I didn't notice that, didn't notice that. It's really, really beautiful. The beginning opening sequence is probably one of my favorite opening sequences. I thought it was Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Hello, Mr. Blue Sky. And now I'm sort of competing because this has got David Bowie's Space Odyssey, which has been one of my favorite songs forever. And you have this beautiful, it's not a spoiler, don't worry guys, you have this beautiful scene of humans building the International Space Station. I think it starts at 2020, jumps to 2030, 2070, jumps a couple of more decades and then centuries ahead as the space station builds up, and then it sort of pikes the interest of aliens and they come and arrive, and then you have this handshaking scene between, I think it's about 15 different alien races, and they are so well thought out, sort of fish floating inside mech suits because of course they're not in their environment. Wow, beautiful, really, really well done. Luc Besson, you are a visual genius, you really are. Other brilliant things were some of the, also in the opening, where you see Valerian running through a very sparse planet, and you're like, what? But actually what he's seeing is another dimension where it's a shopping mall, not really a shopping mall, but a shopping planet. A million shops, I think they said. And he has this thing over his arm which is actually phased into his universe. Brilliant. Haven't ever seen that done before. So there's some things in this movie, I think in the first half of it, it's manic crazy, and the stuff you'll see has been sort of picked from a lot of movies, but done in a way that you haven't seen it before. There are scenes underwater, for example, that looks very much like the Star Wars. We can talk about that because it has Jar Jar Binks, but with these massive creatures underwater chasing them and stuff. Beautifully done, really well done. Good job, Luc Besson. I'm really happy with you there. Also very happy with the sound score. It's fantastic, really good. It's got David Bowie. That's enough for me. Then we have the problems of the movie. And this is where you guys are going to start downvoting me and sending death threats to my dog. I don't have one, but I'll get one so you can. And that is the story. It doesn't make any sense. If you think about the movie and you think about the story, you actually go, but the whole premise of the movie shouldn't actually be a premise. And that is one of the reasons why I dislike this movie. It's because it makes no sense and it's stupid. It really is. That's just the story I'm talking about right now, okay? It doesn't make sense, and I don't want to go into spoilers because I'll break the attempt of cohesion that you guys will try and pick up when you go and watch it, but the story doesn't make sense, and I'm damn sure you guys will pick up on that as well, but you won't fucking care. And that's the great thing about this movie, because it's fun to watch. It is fun. Don't get me wrong. It's not funny like Fifth Element is. Fifth Element was a blast. Every scene you saw, Corbin Dallas, multi-part, you laughed. In this, it's a lot more serious, okay? Not completely serious, but it's a lot more serious. I think there are about 4 or 5 big jokes in this. One of them they kind of eked out a little bit too long, and I got uncomfortable. It was like, you're doing this because the kids are going to laugh, because it's like Mr. Bean humor in this particular scene. Like I said, and the story, yeah, I'll stop talking about the story. Let's go to the actors, which I did have a problem with. I was worried, about this when I looked at the Roundup review, which I posted a couple of weeks ago, and they really don't deliver. I don't think it's their fault. Not that Cara Delevingne and Dane DeHaan are notable Oscar winner contenders. They're young, and that's another problem because the actual characters in this should be older. There's no like sort of brute force, I am Bruce Willis or James Bond, which is what Valerian is supposed to be. He's got a string of girlfriend conquest behind him, a playlist, sorry, and then you have Cara's character, who is his love interest, and at the very, very beginning he says, marry me because I'll prove to you I can commit by asking you to marry, and we all thought it was a joke. The whole way through the movie, he kept saying, marry me, marry me, marry me. It wasn't a joke, they apparently were being serious. So there was no chemistry between them, at least not the majority of it. There's one or two scenes where there is a little bit of chemistry going on there, but a lot of it just felt like they had been doing the scene so many times that it just lost sort of, let's do it again, read it. It's just very meek, unfortunately. And I was hoping that I would be wrong in predicting this, and a lot of people have predicted it. Unfortunately, you're not wrong. Like I said, I don't think it's the actors themselves. I think it's the script. I think it's the dialogue that we're given, which is flat as fuck. It felt like they were talking at each other. There's very little actual interaction. He'll say something, one-liner. She'll say something, one-liner, getting back at him. He'll say one-liner. So there is no sort of waltzing chemistry that's going on between them, which I really want in a movie, any movie, not just a sort of space opera by Luc Besson, but any movie, and that really falls flat here. The other actors in it was like Clive Owen, Ethan Hawke, as I said, and Rihanna. They're all really good with the material they're given. They have limited roles in this. The big bad, I'm not going to mention. His motivations are so stupid you actually want to hit yourself in the head. You have the pearls, which you've all seen in the trailers. I'm sure they'll pop up just now. Sort of slender, pale-looking people, very, very similar to the Na'vi. Is that right? From Avatar. They kind of look identical, only they're not blue. So yeah, that was a little bit of a jarring thing too. And their story is another one of these stories that makes no sense. And their whole premise is shrouded in maybe the cutting room floor. I'm not quite sure. So it's a movie that I would say go and watch. You're not going to get a deep, meaningful message when you walk away from it. Not that you are looking for something like this when you go and watch a flick. Avatar had more meaning in it. It had lots of metaphors going on. Even Fifth Element did. But this doesn't, unfortunately. It's so hit and run that it loses itself in that. So I would give this a solid 7 out of 10. I was first going to be giving it a sort of 6.5, but I can see it becoming a good flick to watch on a Sunday. And yeah, watch it at the cinema. Okay, I really do recommend go and watch it at the cinema. It is, as I said, visually stunning, and that's where its strengths lie. And I think Luc Besson knew that. Well, I don't know. I mean, you wouldn't want to put trash out there, of course. But when you have, I don't know why he chose these actors. I have no clue whatsoever. And the treatment the characters were given is just not fair, if you ask me, on the actual actors. I think Cara is developing, definitely. She's developed more since we last saw her in Suicide Squad. So I think we can see in the future these guys will be great. But right now, with material like this, I'm just surprised I managed to pull it off as convincingly. It wasn't convincing, actually. I'm just trying to be friendly and nice. But yeah, like I said, go and watch it. Absolute blast. It's not a Fifth Element, though he does use a lot of elements from Fifth Element. Even some of the directing shots that he uses are almost copy and paste from Fifth Element. Like when they put bombs around the place, it's almost like Sog, Gary Oldman doing the bomb thing. So a lot of elements there you will pick up on from Fifth Element, which is a good thing, as I said. So anyway, enjoy the movie, and let me know in the comments below how you want to kill my dog. And I hope you guys do actually go out and try and enjoy the movie. So cheers guys, enjoy the rest of your day.